Hi everybody, it's Joey. I'm here to do an updated video. Now I know the last few videos I filmed, the last couple videos I filmed were very emotional and heart-wrenching, and I just wanted to come on and do a little update because I know it was really, it's been a really hard last month or so for everyone, but for me especially. I don't even know where to begin. So, excuse me. The week before my grandma died, I went out to, I'm not, hold on. I'm going to get into everything in this video. This is an update. You know I always clear my throat. This is something to do with the coronavirus. I'm always clear my throat. Excuse me. Okay, so a week before my grandma died, I went out to a club or a brawl with a few friends and my brother. And needless to say, my friends didn't get sick. I got sick. This was in the midst of the coronavirus too. This was like March, I think it was Friday the 13th. It was like March 13th. And I went out and people were wearing masks and stuff. And I don't think people were that in-depth serious of everything yet. Because if we were, no one would have been at the bar. But there was a good crowd, you know what I mean? Like everyone was out and about, and like the DJ was covered. This one guy came out and he was totally, he looked like the guy, you know the men in E.T. when they find the alien and they want to bring him back to its planet and they're all dressed up in that like white outfit with like the bubble wrap all over themselves? That's the way like the DJ was dressed. Anyways, I did get sick because of that night. I do believe it was because of that night. I did go out a couple of days later to a restaurant and a movie with my brother. We saw The Invisible Man, which was an awesome movie, by the way. I don't think I got sick that day. I do think I got sick when I went out to the bar a couple days before that. So, then that following day, so it was that Monday, I started really feeling ill, really sick. I didn't know what it was. I was hoping it wasn't the coronavirus. I was like, no, it can't be the coronavirus. Like, what? I know schools were closed and my work was closed and the malls were closed and everything. I know it was a very serious epidemic, but I was hoping it was not the coronavirus. I was like, no, this cannot happen to me, please. So that Friday, so for the whole week, I was really sick. I didn't have a fever, but I was really, really sick. So that Friday, it was like in the morning. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was laying down in bed and my brother came through the door and he said, I have to tell you something. And I was like, oh my god, I knew it was something bad. And he was just like, listen, grandma died. And I know this is going to sound really, really, really horrible, but I'm going to say it because I don't care. And I know family members and people watch my videos, and I prefer them not to because, to be honest with you, like, the people that watch my videos that are family, I have no relationship towards them, so I'd rather them stay away from me and not watch my videos, but they continue to do it anyways. They know who they are. And whatever, watch them. It's a free country. I can't block people from watching my videos, but I prefer the people that I know who they are. They know who they are. Just stay away from me. Stop watching my videos. I want nothing to do with you. You should want nothing to do with me. We don't talk. Just leave me alone. Anyways, this is gonna sound bad, but when he said your grandma died, I thought that I was praying it was my father's mother. And I know that's horrible to say, but I was praying that because I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm really close with my mom's mom. I really love her to pieces, and I know, like, it's gonna happen, but you never want it to happen, especially with someone who you're really close with and you love, you know. She could have been 100 and I didn't want her to die, you know what I mean? But he said no, it's mom's mom. And I was like, oh god. I was like, oh, I was just so devastated. The reason why I was so devastated, and listen, my grandma and I, like, we had our little things too, whatever it is, but at the end of the day, like, she was a really special person. She really was. She was a really special person, and I loved her to pieces, and she was a remarkable woman, and I thought that she was just the strongest, one of the strongest people I know. She really stuck in there. Like, she really was. She had a breathing problem, and she was fighting really hard. And we don't know if she had the coronavirus. We think it might have happened because it was in the midst of the coronavirus, and she had a breathing problem to begin with, and the coronavirus, you do have breathing problems, and they make it worse. So it could have been that, but my aunt told me is that the night before she died, because my aunt lives with her, she was the only one who lived with her at this moment. So she went, I think my grandma called her up on the phone. This was the night before she died. Called her up on the phone and said, come downstairs. So my aunt came downstairs and said, what's wrong? And my grandma's like, oh, I can't breathe or whatever. And my aunt saw that the oxygen tank was low. So she put it up higher. And the thing with my grandma is, and we've always seen it, the oxygen tank accidentally falls out sometimes. And she's like, I can't breathe. But that's because it's out of her nose. But it accidentally falls out. And I'm thinking, like, oh shit, if that accidentally falls out during when she's sleeping, then that's a problem because no one's going to be able to wake her up to put it back in, because she didn't have a nurse or anything. So with that, my aunt goes back upstairs, and then in the morning time, she went downstairs and she saw that, she wasn't responding or anything, and that was it. It was just really sad. So we went over that morning, and my cousins were there and everything, and we were just talking and just trying to, be there for each other. And in the midst of all this, it's so crazy. Okay, so the funeral parlor came in before something else happened, which I'm going to tell you in a second. So the funeral parlor came in. He was like, listen, we're an independent business. The coronavirus does not affect us. You can still have a funeral. We were afraid that we weren't even be able to have a funeral. So we're like, okay, so we can have a funeral. So he leaves, and then we turn on the news, and Donald Trump's on the president, and he's like, okay, so everyone's gonna have to stay in isolation Sunday, and Sunday was when we wanted to have the funeral. This was Friday, March 20th, and then the president said, you can't leave the house Sunday. We're gonna be in lockdown. Blah 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 blah. Like we're in the midst of this big epidemic, and my grandma dies. It's crazy. Like, she was literally laid out on the floor. It was really scary. The way she was laid out on the floor was really, scary, because the reason why we went over there was because we didn't think there was going to be a funeral. We wanted to say goodbye to her. But she was laid out on the floor in, this blanket, and it just looks very morbid. So we turn on the news, and we're all watching this, and we're like, oh shit, we have to call back the funeral parlor. We call them back, and they're like, listen, it doesn't matter. You can still have the funeral on Sunday. So that was that. Then we leave, and my grandma's right near the Staten Island Hospital. So I was like, listen, I'm not feeling good. I really want to get tested for the coronavirus. So my brother does too, because my brother also was sick. So it was a drive-through in the hospital for the coronavirus, and we're waiting on the drive-through. And we finally went up, and they take this swab thing, and they stick it up your nose, which really hurt, by the way. They swap it. Of course, they're all covered in, that white uniform or whatever. And so then it kind of looks like an astronaut, they're kind of in that suit. So they swap it, I'm on my way. My brother gets a text a couple days later saying he doesn't have the coronavirus. He got tested too. And I didn't get my text message yet. And I'm still really sick. My symptoms were, I was having trouble breathing. I just felt very sluggish. I was really tired. I knew I wasn't myself. I knew I wasn't, and I got really sick in the beginning of the year, on New Year's Eve. And it seems like every time I go out to a club or anything, or whatever, the next day I'm sick. So, I don't know what's wrong, but they're saying that the coronavirus started at the end of 2019. So if that's the case, I might have even had the coronavirus in the beginning of the year, right after New Year's Eve, and I didn't even know about it. That's also something. Anyway, so he got the text. then that day, which was that Sunday, we went to my grandma's funeral. That's when I filmed the video of I'm really sick and I don't know what it is. And then a couple days after that, by the way, the funeral was really nice. Not a lot of people showed up because, you know, the coronavirus. But she looked beautiful. She looked beautiful. She looked really, really beautiful. She looked like she was like in her 30s. Like she looked remarkable. And we said our goodbyes and everything. And then a couple of days after that, I kept getting this phone call. And I kept missing the call. But they were leaving messages saying this New York State Health Department. I really need to speak to Joseph, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, this doesn't sound good. But I'm still keeping hope alive. So I'm calling up every number at this point. I try to call back that number. You can't call it back. So I'm calling up every number you could think of. Please, please, I need help. I don't know what to do. This woman called me and she's not calling me back and I can't call back that number. So this woman's like, listen, go online and you can check yourself. So I go online, I check myself, and it says I tested positive for the coronavirus, and my heart dropped to the floor, and I almost like had a heart attack. I was like, oh my god, like in the middle of everything, I had to get the coronavirus. Like, and it was because of that one night. It was because I know it's because of that one night. So yeah, I got the coronavirus, and I was scared to pieces. I was just telling everyone to pray for me. I was really, really sick. I never had a fever, which is odd. But I didn't have a fever, but I did have breathing problems. I was very sluggish and tired. I did develop a little cough here and there. My throat was a little sore. I had a really bad migraines. That day when I went to my grandma's funeral, I think it was the height of my sickness. It was the height of the virus for me, because I was really sick that day at my grandma's funeral. I literally, and you saw in the video, I told you I forced myself to go, and I really did. I felt that was the worst day out of the whole coronavirus that I had. That was my worst day, was that day when I went to my grandma's funeral. I had the hugest migraine. I was so tired. I wasn't feeling good. I have had really bad anxiety attacks, really bad depression. It was really, really just too much in one week. And I was really, really, really scared that something was going to happen to me. Like, I really did. I was like, oh, my grandma just died. I don't want anything to happen to me. I was just getting really, really scared. I heard people were getting the coronavirus and dying, and I was just, oh, my God. I was like, this is it. This is too much. So, after I found out, the woman called me back and she told me, yeah, you do have it. She said, listen, just stay indoors. Don't even go to the hospital. Just stay indoors. Stay in your room. Don't make any contact with anybody. Even though your brother tested negative, you could have gave it to him at this point. So he needs to be isolated. Everyone needs to be isolated in the house. I also lost my taste of smell and taste. I lost my taste and smell. And a lot of people were having that too. Anyways, so yeah, she was like, just stay. She was really scaring me because she was like, just stay indoors. Always wipe the doorknob. You know, don't look at anyone in the eyes. Like, you gotta be 6 feet away from each other. You can't look at each other. You can't be near each other. If you bump into each other in the hallway, run back into the room. I'm like, oh my. First of all, I don't even see you know who. You know that. Like, we stay isolated to begin with all year round. So I don't see them anyways. But my brother, I was like, oh god, like what happens if like we bump into the hallway? Like, oh my god. But anyway, so, what happened is, at the end of the story, I did get better, slowly but surely. And today, all I can speak of is today, I feel fine. I don't feel sick anymore. I don't know yet because I didn't get tested again, but I'm pretty sure the virus has left me. And I heard that once the virus leaves you, you are completely immune. That's what I've heard. But I'm still going to be safe, of course. I don't think I have the virus anymore, but then again, you never know. It was just really, really scary. It was a really rough couple of weeks. I was really in a shitstorm. I really was. There's even so much more that I can't even tell on the camera. Just my grandma died, I was sick, and then drama was happening within the family and stuff, and like, it was just really, I'm not even going to talk about it, but it was just too much going on at once. Too much going on at once. That I literally had a mental breakdown. I was I had such a bad anxiety attack. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. Like, it was so bad. It was scary. It was like one of the most scariest times of my life. It really was. Like, this is no joke, this coronavirus. And they're saying it's a regular like cold, or like if you just get a fever. It's not. It's very different than that. In the beginning, it's really bad. Like, it's like beyond anything you've ever felt before. And I really do believe in the beginning of the year when I made that video, I want 2020 already. I really do think I was sick with the coronavirus then too. I don't know how I lost it and then got it back. But I do think that I had the coronavirus in the beginning of the year. Because they said that this started happening at the end of 2019, going into 2020. So I could have gotten it. New Year's Eve, I went out to a club, I could have gotten it, you know? I was making out with people, dancing with strangers, I could have gotten it. So, anyways, I want to film a few videos today. I did my own nails, those salons are closed. I did my own nails. My brother helped me. My brother did my nails. It's like a black with like a blue shift. It's cute. I have not worn regular polish in like 10 years. I've always done gel, so this is regular polish. And then I did my own eyebrows. I think I did my eyebrows pretty okay. And this is the first time wearing makeup since my grandma's funeral, which was, what, March 22nd or whatever, something? I think it was like, March 22nd. So yeah, I'm gonna film a couple more videos. I want to film a couple more videos, and then I do want to leave the house. I have not left the house, and I haven't left the house since my grandma's funeral. I haven't left the house since my grandma's funeral, and I want to finally leave, you know. The woman said on the phone that I could leave after 2 weeks of being diagnosed, and it's been way over 2 weeks. So I'm gonna leave today, so wish me luck. I'm just gonna stay in my car, maybe take a drive. I just need some fresh air. I've been cooped up in this house too long. And this is not the type of environment and the type of house you want to be locked up in for like that long, okay? So, anyways. So Lipstick of the Day is Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. Lip Ammunition. Lip Gloss is Candy Drip by Jeffree Star. Perfume of the Day is Fantasy by Britney Spears. Eyeshadow palette is Blood Sugar by Jeffree Star. I was going to do the Kylie palette. I was going to do the Kylie palette because I didn't build my own palette and stuff, and I wanted to talk about it. I guess I'll talk about it very quickly now. I build my own palette. They come individually, and then you pop it in yourself and make your own palette, which I thought was cool. Jeffree needs to do this next. But the thing is, the names are not on the palette, so I'm going by memory. So the first one I got is Jasper. Next one is True's Mom. The next one is Halloween from the Halloween collection. The next one is Island Girl. The blue. I'm just going in a row here. Talking in a row. The light blue one is Island Girl. The next one is called Never Too Much or something. The dark blue shimmer one, I think it's called like Not Too Much. Or Never Too Late or something like that. Then the dark like brown one is Bible. This one's called Beach Babe, the gold shimmer one. The gold copper one next to it is called Trophy. Then the one next to it is a Valentine's Day one, which is called Romance, this pink one. And then the next one is called Blizzard, which is from the Christmas collection. Then Model Type is this really pretty silver shimmer one. Oh my god, it's Model Type. And then the black one is called Does It Come in Black? So I built my own palette. It's from all different collections. Her birthday color, just all different shades of different collections. Anyways, so I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this update video. Thank you for all the prayers and the comments. I really appreciate everyone commenting and praying for me. I love you guys. You guys really did help me get through it. So I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I'm going to film a couple more videos. And yeah, just stay tuned for my channel. And I love you guys. Bye.